Today we are going to see complete web development roadmap for 2023. The web development landscape is a vast, encompassing various technologies and frameworks. Here's a general roadmap for web development, starting from the basics and progressing to more advanced topics. Number 1, learn the basics. We begin with learning with the HTML, CSS, and then JavaScript. Number 2, understanding the basics of web development. Here we see how the web works, the different protocols, HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, and others. How to build a responsive web design and the browser developer tools. Number 3 is version control or Git. We learn the basics of Git for the source code management. Number 4, front-end development. In the front-end development, we have two things. Number 1 is JavaScript frameworks. Choose a JavaScript framework. Library example are React, or Angular, or Vue, etc. And then we have the package managers like NPM or ER. Number 5 is CSS preprocessors. We learned a CSS preprocessor like Sass or Lass. Number 6, build tools, Grunt, Gulp, or Webpack for task automation and bundling. Number 7, responsive design. Learn about responsive design principles and frameworks like Bootstrap or Flexbox or Grid. Number 8 is backend development. We have got two things to learn over here: server-side languages and databases. In the server-side languages, we choose a backend language, example Node.js, Python with Django or Flask, Ruby with Ruby on Rails, Java with Spring or Spring Boot. Databases. In databases, we can pick any of like MySQL, PostgreSQL, or MongoDB. Number 9 is designing the APIs, or in other words, application programming interfaces. Here we learn how we create or consume the API that interact with the database and create our simple backend application. Number 10 is authentication and authorization. Implement the user authentication and authorization. Number 11 is web security. Learn about the common web vulnerabilities, example cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery, and how to prevent them. Number 12 is web architecture. Understand concepts like RESTful APIs and microservices. Number 13 is server deployment. Learn how to deploy these web applications, example on Heroku, AWS, Netlify, Vercel, Render, etc. Number 14 is containerization and orchestration. Docker for containerization and Kubernetes for orchestration. Number 15 is testing. Learn about the unit testing, integration testing, and end-to-end testing. If you like my video, like it and subscribe and share more for such more useful content.